Hello, greetings. So since I can't, hope you can hear me. Those who are following me and interested in my case and what my findings about Islam. So one thing I have to correct myself about the Shia Islam thing about the sender of Aisha is that I went back to multilingual Quran some days back and found out that it was on, the sender was on MA's, there's some different things coming in my mind. So please bear with me. I can't complete my sentence. They won't let me in this condition. So I went through a video also. They said that you must complete your sentence. But that video of, combating how to answer back. I mean, it's very, sorry, I don't mean to put anyone down, but the sophisticated way of the American Europeans in hitting passive aggressively, insulting someone, it was all very foreign to me. I'm a really simple, maybe if they are very highly intelligent. No, I was like, what kind of English, or what language are they speaking in? And they were so fast for me. The talking wise, the speed. And I really couldn't understand much of it. Little bit, I tried to gather information and help myself. I'm very grateful to them, but ouch, something's happening to my head. Dizzy. Ouch, I feel like. So I'm under attack and still I will carry on until I can. Yeah, so back to the Shia point of slandering Aisha. Prophet Muhammad says that the hypocrites, they were the hypocrites. Imam Ali wasn't the one who slandered Aisha. So that means the Shias were not the one involved in this. This was not the... so I said somewhere, some Shias say it was, I guess, I haven't found that hadith of the Shias from our Imams. I just went to multilingual Quran and I have to just correct this. Then I will be coming in piecemeals. This is what I was doing on Facebook live stream until I was restricted now for a month not to do live streams. I can share, I can comment, but I cannot do live stream on Facebook. So I have to correct myself. The multilingual Akapuya commentary, MA Ali, sometimes not Akapuya. I have to struggle to talk. Sometimes it's written in black, sometimes in blue, and Akapuya's name is given. So I don't know how it, I still cannot make out. Someone said my IQ is low or something. Yeah, I'm very simple. I need simple things. Sorry, excuse me, I have this bad habit. Doesn't make me a prostitute. So I have this bad habit of smoking. So that I will address later. Very simple things that anyone, hopefully even a 12-year-old can understand. So some of the things helped me in this video I've been watching. How to not get nasty, this. But my condition I cannot explain, and I know they mean well. These videos, upload it, but it's too foreign. It's too sophisticated for me. The jokes, insulting and cutting people down, very, very too sophisticated. And how to win an argument, even when you're wrong and all this. It just flew over my cuckoo's nest. That part, that video. So I'm very simple. Sorry. And maybe the Americans, maybe they are very intelligent. British, yeah, this video was giving example. Wow, I would not be even able to tell at times that I'm being cut down or insulted in such a manner, sophisticated manner. And I would keep quiet. And then maybe later on realize, did this person mean to insult me or all this? And it would be too late. I would be dumbfounded at that time. Oh yeah, I have to correct myself. Multilingual. So this is like my religion was very, very important for me. And I've lost it. Religious crisis I had, but I thought it was these phases I was going through where shaitan, the devil, was attacking me. I didn't think that it would be so bad that I feel like crying, but I can't cry, just the tone, because I don't want tears to come down. Oh. So while I'm being attacked, yeah, please, so I don't know why the Sunnis hate us, Shias, so much hatred for the Shias. We are the followers of not only Prophet Muhammad's grandson, who proved it to the world how great Islam is, how grand Islam is, by his grand sacrifice, how true Islam is. So we thought that sacrificing, although now I don't agree to taking children and women folk along with as they go to meet their enemy and maybe decide. But they did take Rasulullah, we are told, took his daughter, his son-in-law, and grandsons for the Mubahala to discuss with the Christians of Najran. I hope I'm not saying the Ethiopian one. Najran, right? Not the Ethiopian. The Christians of Najran. And this verse, first, I did some research, and first Yusuf Ali, who was a Sunni Muslim, had this in the historic context of the verse Mobile, Al Imran, Surah Al Imran. But then he removed it. I don't know, I just read this on some article on the website in Karachi. I don't know how far that is true. But we have it, we Shias have it. So the discussion you take, like he took his daughter. So that's how Imam Hussein perhaps took his daughters and sisters and some wives to Karbala, or to go and talk with Yazid. And so a battle ensued. They wanted the other side. From the Shia historic records, we are told, sources, that the other side wanted war, and Imam Hussein wanted to speak to them and tell them that he's the rightful Imam of his time, and that Yazid should give up. He would never, give up his this caliphate. Okay, so the thing is that, uh, and if I saw reading the fatwas of Sunni leaders, some of them, against the Shias and their beliefs, and that our beliefs made us apostates and polytheists. So an apostate, if the way you take the Sunnis take the Quran, some of them not with context, like if they take what Umar bin Khattab said, only the Quran, now we only have the Quran. So maybe they would kill the Shias, because do not call on any other besides God. This is what I heard from my ex-friend. Like, why do you call on Ali, Ya Ali Madad, Ya Bibi Zainab? But then they would not, they say there's, some of the Sunni Muslims say, only Muslims, we are only Muslims, don't divide us, right? And we haven't even divided them, because they're not going to read Raziyat Yawm al-Khamis hadith, right? And for they have their own reasoning pattern to overlook what Umar bin Khattab said. So I wanted to go deep into this and see what is this conflict between hatred also, and the conflict, hatred for the Shias by the Muslims, non-Shia Muslims. And have we divided? They still, some of them, they say, why do you call yourselves Shias? Don't divide us. Then one servant of Allah came, and I said, aren't you dividing? How do you think that you are the servant of Allah, right? You are Muslim, you are servant of Allah, you are a Wali Allah, because Wali Allahs have no fear. It's in the Quran, the verse. I don't know exactly where it is. So have you if you call yourself Wali Allah, or if you feel that you have become a Wali, you may not call yourself, but there are darajats, positions in the Quran to Hizbullah. Is there in the Quran, party of Allah. There's a verse. Let me show you here. Hizbullah. Then they will say, show us, because are you lying? Hizbullah. The party of Allah. So, see, they haven't done proper research. It's so sad that they would kill the Shias if they only read the Quran and went by what Umar bin Khattab said. The party of Shias. Oh, sorry, the party of Allah. Oops. Quran ayat. There's a Quran ayat verse. Please don't mind my voice, which is shaking, Mujadala, Surah Mujadala. Indeed, Allah has heard the argument of the woman who pleaded with you, O Prophet. Where's the party of Allah? I did Google search, and whosoever takes Allah the Messenger and those who have believed as protectors. See, it's not only Allah. Whoever, see English, now I couldn't find that word, but we've come here through the Art of Victorious. So, according to Shias, I don't think it's now it's focusing. If you can see it, when I upload it, maybe it'll go kind of weird. The party of Allah Quran ayat pleaded. I can't find it right now on Google search. And whoever takes Allah, takes whom? Allah, His Messenger, and those who have believed as protectors. Some say, then the party of Allah will be the victorious. So this Hizbullah, I've seen the transliteration of this verse. Party of Allah is Hizbullah. Do you see this? This is in Surah Maida. And yet they say, why do you say Ya Ali Madad? Because according to our, I can explain in detail. Some other day I will explain. Why do we say Ya Ali Madad? Because in our historic records, Imam Ali and all this falls into perspective. The ayats here, as we take them, we take all the ayats, like, where's the intercession? Where's the intercession? There's no intercession in the Quran. Some Muslims, non-Shia Muslims tell us there's no intercession in the Quran. So, okay, I found the party of Allah. So Rasulullah told Imam Ali, oh Ali, you and your Shias will be triumphant. So we do research like this, like we don't leave out any stone unturned, and we do theoretical research first, and we should do archaeological research and find facts like that too, whether Petra now, as Dan Gibson is saying. So that's for the against the Shias also. All the Muslims. Satan has taken hold of them, causing them to forget the remembrance of Allah. They are the party of Satan. Mujadillah says they are the party. They are party of Satan, the distribution decided by Allah and His Messenger. The spoils of wars, Surah Anfal. Okay, so this is how we don't leave. We Shias, our religious scholars, spend their whole life. Some of them spend their whole entire life as they grew to become. They didn't do O levels, A levels. So daunting, you people, even those who haven't gone to their religious madrasas, like the University of Azhar, and you have done this, telling us, Shias, why do you do this and why don't you do this? We haven't. Our religious scholars have, I believe they didn't lie to us so much, as much as your religious scholars have against the Shia especially. So see, there is intercession. I will show you the verse in the Quran. For the kafirun, there's no disbelievers. There's no intercession, but the Muslims, Rasulullah, Prophet Muhammad, we believe, left us with an imam over time, so that when someone tells us, like Christians tell us, we can say we have our evidence. We have the Imam of our time. We have His Highness. Ismailis have their His Highness Al Khan, and we have 12 Shias have their 12th Shia. Only intercession you will not get. It is in the Quran ayats. If you read them properly, it is not that you don't have intercession. It's just that for the disbelievers, for apostates, for all these, there's no intercession. For the infidels, for the enemies of Allah and Rasulullah, there's no intercession. For the mischief makers, for the corrupted people, criminals, zalimun or zalimeen, there's no intercession. For the hypocrites, mushriks, idolaters' polytheists, there's no intercession. For those who have not brought their faith in God, Allah, and this messenger, the seal of the prophets, there's no intercession. So this is how we Shias used to think. Through the Quran, taking the Quran verses. So, because there's a curse on the liars and on misguiding people and misinterpreting. And so if I told, I would rather now did my research. I told this ex-friend of mine. She got very upset with me, over the email. I could see that she was like, no, you should go to Shia. She could not still believe that we Shias are the true upholders of this religion, right? I don't know how, it was very chilling for me at that time too. In Pakistan, when I was living there, doing my research, although it gone crazy, I was having these maddening attacks. So, gone crazy, semi-crazy, semi-insane, yeah. I didn't want to, right now, they're saying okay, now my condition. For example, the voices are coming, rape her. Okay, one day I'm going to answer them back and, on the phone also, say, you MFs, right? So I was shocked at myself that this abusive word has come out of me, living in Karachi with this madness. Bitch, you bitch, and they were abusing Bibi Zainab in my mind. I had to go on the internet again late at night. Okay, and all this abuse was coming. So eventually I also started to abuse because I could not use my willpower. My willpower was arrested. How can I tell you? How can I tell AJ? No, it is, I don't agree with the Jesus Christ AJ, Australian. I'm very confused at what he's saying because so I've been listening to the Divine Truth on YouTube. The more you use your willpower, we're not supposed to be apathetic. That's true in our religion also, Islam. Imam Hussain taught us that a little bit of self-defense is necessary. You can't be completely not using your will. So you must use your will with the will of God, surrendering to God. And then God will help you. But I don't understand some parts which AJ has said. Sometimes you can be under duress. This means that your power is curbed. Even though you practiced your willpower, and on one hand we're told we're supposed to surrender to Allah, our will, and let Him guide us. So, I don't know, I'm confused here. So, what is there to hate about? I don't know how. So we never, what was it I wrote to this guy, Tariq Masood? I don't want to go there on the messenger. I have a weakness, I can't take it. They told me, no. So about something in the past, long time ago, I feel my head's going to burst, okay? At that time, I was like, zulm nahi karo. No, zulm band karo. Stop harming people, physically, okay? I abuse because of the condition and past things, and I'm quite frazzled. I can't take it. Okay, I've said this on Facebook many times. I don't know why they would come back to her, do this to me. So please, someone is telling you that I'm not a good person. I will not be able to take. This is my limit. I can't take it. Why are you pushing it with her? Huh? You see, this weak person is one day going to say, "Ah, you motherfucker." See, I mean, none of us are then so. I mean, I heard even a most decent person I've known who just very like Abdullah Samir, a former Muslim on YouTube. Yeah. So, and I've heard a Saudi young man who has become a former Muslim. He was abusing slightly here and there when his mother and those people, uncle, right? So did something bad to him. So he was saying these bastards and all, some abuse like that, right? So please, I already have told you that I'm not in that condition to take this. So I respect like the Arab culture. If some of our Arab ladies would not want Arab men or any men to like sit with them, beside them, like I would understand. So, but I understand our culture. I respect the culture like this for women. I'm very protective about the women, the children, female. Very protective about the women, females. And oppression, I hate oppression. Yes, but if you attack me or if you attack my weakness and my weakest point, nerve-wracking, those nerves where you attack my weakness, I didn't say that. I didn't even say that I'm not a good person. I will attack back. I'm not that saint. And the condition I'm in here, the men, oh my God, and the man's voice is saying, oh my God, along with my voice, like I cannot explain this. Only his voice is coming out in my here, inside. I can't explain. So, I didn't physically harm you or your children or your women or your men. So, I've always been against rape, child molesters. I've taken it and not cried over my condition. Although they're making me cry now, time and again. And I would keep quiet. If it hadn't come to this, I would not say anything against you people. As long as you were my condition. And yes, for the principle, I wanted to be an advocate, lawyer, so I could bring a reform and stop her family fighting with each other for inheritance. And not to take the father at the age of 90. So, to the court, like her father was taken. And she was taken. And she was asked questions like your husband and all this. So husband, yeah, so you want this inheritance. How many children do you have? Male children. And this way she was telling me, they were questioning her. The men, this is Islam. This is the court of Hazrat Sulaiman. Like Imam Ali, compassionate. We want the arbitration. This is not Islam. And so, please, if you were, why aren't we true? If we were true, we could make the justice system such a convenient, facilitate, bring out, do justice. So that's why I didn't want to join the court like this, be a public prosecutor, because they told me you have to take every case, even because give the benefit of the doubt to a criminal. I don't want to. A criminal, before he is, what do they say in law language? He's innocent before, until proven guilty. He's innocent until proven guilty. So I was like, I cannot take a case, a criminal. So they told me, no, you have to. And then if he's proved, like you have to fight for this person. And if the other lawyer. So this thing didn't make sense to me, because I'm a follower of Prophet Muhammad and Islam, justice. Islam is, I thought, such a thing for justice. And that the Prophet's grandson later on. So it's not only the Prophet's grandson, Hussein. Hussein was one Imam who reached a point where even Charles Dickens and non-Muslims have spoken about him and praised him. Mahatma Gandhi has spoken about him. Who else is there? So, a lot of people, foreigners. Hussein did something. So, for humanity, justice should be on the dot, justice should not be lapsed. So some people say that we Shias are Husseinis and we're not Prophet Muhammad's. But it is a gift of Prophet Muhammad. This is what my father wrote a poem on this. Hussein ibn Ali, Hussein ibn Ali. And chupa ke rakha tha. Like God had hidden this treasure from us, right, from humanity. Until, so who was he? तो ये रिसालत का, ये प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद का एक गिफ्ट, ये खुदा का गिफ्ट है. प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद को ग्रैंडसन खुदा ने दिया, gave the Prophet Muhammad us this gift through Prophet Muhammad's bloodline, daughter and son-in-law, cousin Ali. So it was going to get better and better, like Surah Asr ki ayat par hai na, कि no, Surah Dhaha, every hour that proceeds is better than the one that has gone by, and thy Lord will. So every hour that proceeds, every Imam that proceeds is better than the one that has gone by. But I don't know which hour was Imam Hussein, but he was the greatest hour. And then all the hours ahead, all the moments ahead, all the Imams have said, no, Hussein, look at Hussein, go back to Hussein. So this is the, on this day we completed your religion and made Islam for you. Oh, favored you with this Islam. So Hussein. So all are proceeding, like even the Quran says, Surah. This is just for about the Shias that I've left. Surah Zaha or Surah Zuha. It's with strong Z, Zaha. By the morning sunlight and by the night when it falls still, your Lord, O Prophet, has not abandoned you, nor has he become hateful of you, and the next life is certainly far better for you than this one, and surely your Lord will give you so much. So the hereafter is better for you. Yusuf Ali's translation is not here, so here the translation is, let's see the word by, and surely the hereafter is better. Word by word is, the Quran says, and surely the hereafter is better. So it's not that every hour that proceeds, or maybe I had the other Quran, Ahmadi Quran. Okay, the end is better hereafter. Yes, better for you. So there were another translation in the Ahmadi Quran or Yusuf Ali, I can't remember which one, said that every hour that proceeds is better for you than the one that is, but the one that has gone by. So I thought it was egg. Because Rasulullah, it is of course Rasulullah, Allah's Islam, Rasulullah's religion, Allah's religion sent to Rasulullah. So when we talk about the Imams, we're not leaving Prophet Muhammad behind. We're not saying he's dead, now the Quran is enough. We're saying that the Imams are the present guides, spiritual guides. So in Martin Ling's, the last, where was it? Prophet Muhammad, in the life of Prophet Muhammad, is taken from earliest Sunni sources. They're also in the last part, the book Martin Ling's on Prophet Muhammad's life. He says, I don't know which Ibn Ishaq or Ibn Taymiyyah, but he's recorded this, that Rasulullah was with his companions and he was saying, oh my brethren, oh my brethren. So the companions asked him, are we your brethren? Like, who are you calling out to? He said, no, my brethren are different. They will come in the future and they will have such high spiritual, they will be of such high spiritual caliber that it would be like amazing. No, they are of the future. They will come afterwards. And in the end times and later on in the future. Like that. So I was like, oh my God, So this is the extension of Prophet Muhammad's. This is all Islam for every day, for the future, until there is life on earth, right? So some say we are Shias, are just we love Imam Hussein, and we don't somehow, because Rasulullah, we have this hadith that Rasulullah told us. Jibreel came to Rasulullah. Who is Hussein? Why do we love him so much? Because Rasulullah loved him. Called them Hassan and Hussein, the two youths of paradise or something like that. Okay, so I don't know why people. I'm going to continue with this later. So hatred for the Shias. Why? No, we feel we follow Rasulullah and his Islam, and we are, and who divided humanity? Who divided the Muslims, or these believers, or Rasulullah's followers? Yom al-Khamis. Why do you not read Yom al-Khamis? Raziyat al-Yom al-Khamis. I'll just put here so I can shortcut. Yom al-Khamis. Shias did not divide you. The previous verse I showed you in Surah Maida, take the Allah, Rasulullah, and the protectors. I mean, take Allah, Rasulullah, and the believers as your protectors, as your mullahs, as your masters, as your protectors. And Surah Nisa ayat, when women, men, and children are crying out to the Lord, isn't it enough? That, oh Allah, send us from amongst you a helper, Nasir, or Nasir. See what my aunt told me. Nasir is like of one-time helper, or Nasir is of all-time helper. And how it is connected, these words. What is Allah? And so the children are crying out. Children, women, and men. In Surah Nisa, there's a verse. Children, women, and men are crying out. To Allah, to send them a helper. Yom al-Khamis. Razi, I'll have to put here. See who divided the Muslims, who made you orphans, without a protector, without a helper, in every era. The calamity of the, see, you see this? See this? See, we didn't. We are not, if we call ourselves Shias, that doesn't mean we have divided the Ummah. Thanks to Wikipedia. According to Ibn Sa'd, who provided multiple versions of the incident, multiple versions, you cannot take this. Shias cannot take this. Abhi Rasulullah pe mercy aa jayega. Wa Muhammadan. And that Rasulullah was delirious. I was delirious in my fever. I called out to my mother in this delirious fever in London, which made me like very delirious. I was so my voice reached my mother. Twice I called her from London, Amma, Amma. If a common person like me in high fever knows that I need to call my mother, I need to just call my mother. Oh, Institute of Ismaili Studies has stated that in her opinion, the true focal point of the story is a question of religious authority, i.e., the permissibility and consequence of external instructions versus what is expressed in the Quran. My Ummah will never agree on an error, an idea perpetuated by theologians like Ibn Azam and Ibn Sayyid al-Nas. Dr. Meskinzoda of the Institute of Ismaili Studies has stated that in her opinion, the true focal point of the story is a question of religious authority, i.e., the permissibility and consequence of external instructions versus what is expressed in the Quran. Please, we Shias did not divide the Ummah so many years. We couldn't even say that we couldn't even express this because the Pakistani Sunni Muslims would come and kill us, right? If we openly, why didn't we openly show this hadith to the Sunnis? Like different iterations of the hadith also vary with the identities of those present, with figures such as Zainab bin Josh, Salma and Abdullah ibn Abi Bakr being inserted or removed depending on the preference of the narrators. One states that the events occurred while Muhammad was lying with his head in Ali's lap, with the latter being used to convey the request. Please, we're not lying to you. We're not lying to you. This is in the Sunni sources. This hadith, if you look up Sahih Bukhari and Sahih Muslim. Maybe you think that the others have hidden. Please research properly before you put a blame on hearsay, on relying on Ibn Hanbal, your Imam, your religious scholars. Go to the mouth of the. You see, on one hand, the Muslims say the Quran is the fountain of head of everything, and anything in the Quran, if it's even the Hadith, if it's Sahih, now we won't take it because it's against the Quran. Now against the Christians or Dan Gibson, who is showing that Petra archaeologically, right, is showing factual, physically showing, you will say no. The Quran. You won't take these outside evidences, right? So why don't you use the same thing for when you say things against Shias and see how you contradict yourselves? See how you contradict yourselves. There's no intercession in the Quran. There is intercession in the Quran. Please don't just say it's just a big thing. You know, this ex-friend of mine, she was saying, no, there's no intercession in the Quran. She just took the verses which were for the kafirun, zalimun, and said this to me. And I heard it. Or she wrote, or she said it. Now all those are gone. I cannot find it. I cannot She has removed all that. We were doing it on this Facebook Messenger when I was in Karachi long time ago. So, see how you contradict yourselves. First you say, if even our hadiths, Sunni sources, are against the Quran, we're not supposed to take it. Even if the fact is it's against the Quran, we're not going to take it. Right? So let me give you an example of what you say against Shias and then which is in the Quran for the Shias. Right? Ibrahim was a Shia of no. Huh? See, I'm not lying to you. I don't want to go to hell. Our alims, they've given their lives. They were killed by Saddam Hussein. Even in the Saddam Hussein era, or his father, Sayyid Mahsen Al-Hakim Al-Tabatabai family, Sayyids. So our life is at stake. I've risked it. Here, and in Pakistan, here they can execute me anytime. They can put this as an insult. In Dubai, UAE, they love their religion. They hate Shias or something, but they don't want to, they will not kill a Shia here. They will just deport Shia. Listen, I'm from here, Sharjah, and they will not deport me, but they can execute me. So look, the word is used is Shiati or Shia. Yeah. Shia word is used. In Arabic, we read the Surah Safat or Saf, verse 83. Sorry, sometimes I've told someone Surah Saf, but Safat. I correct myself. Followers were Shia was declared by the Holy Quran. Now why this? गौर करें आयतों पे थोड़ा a little bit of thoughtful reflections. See, reflect within yourself. We read in Surah Safat verse 83, verily Ibrahim was a Shia of Noah. The Prophet ﷺ was likewise from the people of Abraham. That is because Allah says in the Surah Al-Baqarah verse 134, become Jews or Christians and you would be guided to salvation. Say, no, I would rather follow the religion of Abraham. Therefore means that Hazrat Muhammad was a Shia of Hazrat Ibrahim, who was a Shia of Hazrat Noah. Subhanallah. Oh my God, oh my God. See, logical when you... What is wrong with the Shias then? Wali, we are the Shias. Muhammad ibn Ali narrates in Tafsir ibn Jarir. This is Cairo. This is Sunni. The best of creations are you, Ali, and your Shias. Oh my God. This is from a Sunni source Muslim. Jalaluddin Sayyuti is one of the highest ranked Sunni scholars of all time. In his commentary of this verse, he records through 3 asnad chains of narrators, 3, that the Prophet told his companions that the verse referred to Ali and his Shia. I swear by the one who controls my life that this man Ali. Now do you think the Shias, if Rasulullah is swearing by his life, they look at everything, they don't leave any stone unturned until it all falls into perspective. So we have all the contradictory hadiths, narrations, even from our imams. If they don't go with the Quran and they contradict each other, we just have to throw it away. So I swear by the one who controls my life that this man, Ali, and his Shia shall secure deliverance on the day of resurrection. Subhanallah. And you see, you hate these Shias. Oh my God. No. Rasulullah, they said, I swear by my life. Oh Ali, 4 people enter heaven first of all. You, Hassan, Hussein, your descendants, and me will follow us, and our wives will follow our descendants, and our Shia will be to the left and right for us. The Prophet promised to meet Ali and his Shias at the fountain of Kauthar. And thus it goes on and on. So, please, before you kill Shias, hate Shias, call them apostates, which makes them eligible for killing Shias, which makes you believers, and you have the license then to kill Shias. Why? See, this one contradiction from your belief I gave you, I've shown you. I hope this is enough for now, this one example. Okay, thank you very much. I will continue later. It's coming to an hour. God knows how long this will take. Okay, thank you. Please stop killing the Shias. Stop oppressing people and following contradictory confusions, spreading confusion, and being bereaved from Prophet Muhammad's guidance, true guidance, which is present for us in this era to every era until the year after, until we meet God. Thank you so much.